Hello, it's me, Calypso by the Sea. Welcome back to a new CAS video where I am going through and doing something a little different this time. I have a little challenge where you randomize the different features of a character. So what I'm doing here is actually getting 3 Sims from Sleepy Times and Citrine Simmer. Link below, as always. Really cool UDC Simmers, you may know. And I grab her guy and 3 of Citrine's girls. I was just gonna do 1, but turned out a little differently because I got inspired like, hey, let's just do it all. Because you're like, Calypso, you're just like that. Yes, I'm just like that. So we're starting off here with 3 girls. I got 3 people, because one's a boy. And they all have a base father and each has a different mother. So rules are you're supposed to roll the dice for each feature. And I'll have the little graphic on the screen so you can kind of see which is which. So for the first one, her name is Betty. She rolled a 4, 4, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 3, 3, 1, 2, 2, 5, 2, 5, 2. Isn't that fun? So yeah, we kind of just mix and match the different parts. I learned that I don't know what a lot of these features are. It's like, what does that mean? It's just like, exactly, what does that mean? Like, what do you mean? It's like, what's considered heart-shaped? What's considered, it's just also, thank God for all the sliders I have because, I would have been stuck. Because like Betty, she has, I think it was a heart-shaped, she has the heart-shaped face. And I just kind of was trying to figure, I think like everything was pretty good. The eyes are a little hard, but it definitely has a unique face. Like already we are unique. And I'm adjusting her cheekbones and jaw and such. And like, is this it? Is this it? And try to look at the different presets we have to see if that's what is actually being done. So I thought that was interesting. But look at how severe her face is. So after I do all the adjustments, I go through pretty quick. Well, it's sped up. I also rolled to kind of try to see which features they would stick with. So I also, and I'll put about 2 for Betty, she rolled for short hair. Her eyes are pearl gold and hair is clay brown. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And yeah, there you go. This is what she looks like. And then, of course, I roll traits randomly. And then I roll the dice for what kind of trait and everything else she'll have. And that's the kind of character she is. A serious, family-oriented, klepto-neurotic. And I think that's what Child of the Islands or whatever. And then I kind of just mix and match, see what fits, and like, oh, what colors does she like? I was really digging this kind of, is this considered boho fashion? That's what it looked like to me. And then she has all the hair leg too. I was like, oh, these are all so good. I think those are mesmerizing things too. Like, yeah. So there she is. And we're going to move on to the next girl. Her name is Kebra. She rolled a 5, 4, 2, 4, 5, 1, 5, 1, 1, 1, 4, 2, 3, 5, 3. She rolled for an updo hair, have mint green eyes, and red orange hair. So I really like how she came out. I actually liked how they all came out. This truly does give you unique Sims, but they didn't look awful, at least to me. They were just like, my more softer features and all that. I've been practicing so hard on guys lately. By the way, if you see me in the Discord, I've been posting them like, is this good? Is this a good guy? Is this a good guy? So also, I know you're like, oh, Calypso looking for a thick eyebrow. Shocking, revolutionary, totally different. I know, but she rolled the thick eyebrow. Okay, I'm innocent in this for once. And it's just like, I think they were like bushy eyebrows. So I was like, what's considered bushy? Is it thick? Because there's a difference between thick and bushy. That was getting me so bad. And then I think I actually messed up with the expression, which is the last one. I mixed up the crow's feet frown lines and smile lines. So I can't remember who got what, but I think at the end you can see like, I just totally scrambled them all. I also was just like, you can't really do much with ears unless you get presets. And I was like, what's a pointed ears? Like, I know like pointed as in, yeah, here's a freaking witch, here's an elf, but I was like, I tried. But these are the kind of limitations we are blessed with here in The Sims. So we do our best and we move. But I also just like how she just came out, I don't know if you noticed, but I also kind of like, I'm so sensitive about lips because I feel like sometimes they're just too pushed back in. So you always see me kind of pull them out, but I'm like, are people's faces like that where they're just more smushed in? Or is that a Sims thing? And I was just looking more at Sims and I was like, I'm not sure. See, I did it a little bit. I like pulled it out just a little bit. I was looking and trying to decide about, again, it's always this area when we get to this part with the jawline and chin. It's like, what's square? Like when you say a square jaw is different from a strong jaw, which is different from an angular jaw. And I'm just like, brother, please, brother. And then for chin, it's only pointed, rounded, and cleft. And honestly, easy. I can do that. Cleft I was like, it's just cleft. I know what it is, but it's also like, can we do that in The Sims? Have a good cleft chin? And then again, of course, I'm looking at the different skin. You know me, having fun as I look at the different skin details, seeing what's what. And then I finally decide on one, give her some eyelashes. And that's when I think that's when I was also looking for her thing. And that's when I forgot about, she rolled to have freckles, and I'm like, what kind of freckles? And I was just like, man, I still have these freckles from people who were doing the more smushy, I don't know, splotchy freckles style. And I was like, well, this looks more like pimples. And yeah, so, it's just like, I think it works, but it depends on the character and the setting. Well, you can use these, and I'll definitely put them on the gallery. They're CC-ified, but if you guys want to download them with CC, let me know, and I can put them on Patreon. Like I said, it's free, and I just kind of, I don't even think you have to follow. I just have it set up to where you can just download. I mean, because I just use it more as a repository because I think it's just easier. Oh yeah, I was in love with that for a second. I edited it down. That was edited down, but yeah, I was definitely like, oh, I love that wrinkle. She has such a strong, I think she was one of my favorites. I was like, whoa, she's so rad. Also, this hair does look good on her. Not gonna lie, that is a good look. That's why I was looking for the features. God, it's just like, I was like, maybe I can occultify. And I had to smack my hand mentally like, no occultifying Calypso. Come on. I said, okay. But, and then like also, now's the time for her eyes. It was told to me that I have a lot of eyes, and I do. I do have a lot of eyes. And I cut out all the years of searching I did for her hair, which I thought came out really good. And then, of course, we roll for her traits. We roll for her likes and dislikes. And we roll for her aspiration. And that's me counting because I cannot count. And she came away quite interestingly with those traits. You can zoom in later. Yeah, she's great. I like her. Serial romantic, by the way. And then we have our guy. I was like, are we just going to have all girls? And they said, no. You get one guy. And I was like, okay. So this is Ed. That was just his name. His name was Ed. I was like, that's what you rolled. His numbers are 5, 2, 1, 5, 5, 5, 2, 4, 1, 2, 2, 5, 2, 5, 1. He rolled for long hair. His eyes are the color of ivory, which looks yellow, by the way. And his hair is green beige. So look forward to that. I was amused by that one. So here we are. He rolled some pretty nice. I actually took a little bit of sim inspo from this Similar. I'll put them on the screen and have a link to them below because I adore the way that they do noses for their guy. Like one of their sims is so good with the way that they do the noses for her boy. And I was just like, man, that is good. And I mean, and of course I'm saying this as a bulbous nose, but he got a bulbous nose, which I was like, okay. But it's just, I love the way that I think it's even on most of her sims, they just have such nice noses. It's something weird to say, but I liked it. I liked it a lot, actually. And so that's kind of where I was coming from. He's the one who got the pointed ears, and I was just like, brother, okay, this is what you're gonna have for pointed ears. There's nothing I can do with that, man. And so I was just like, I'm in The Sims. You're an elf. Or something. Or an alien. I mean, you got aliens too, but also me, I just create creatures. So, and he didn't have too big of an ear because they also do the size of the ear, which I like. So that was interesting to me. He also has some nice eyelashes. Doesn't he have such a kind face? I got really attached to these three, and it's been very hard not posting about them. I really liked them, and I thought it was nice. He also got freckles, and so I was like, he has such a warm, almost orangish skin tone, and that's without me using one of my more orangey, color poppy presets. Okay. Well, yeah, that was shocking. I was like, bruh, I forgot those skin overlays just do that. And I'm like, why do they just change their skin so complete? Why can't they just change? Like, why can't it be transparent? I mean, I don't know about making skin CC, so I would not know. However, I just think it's a little weird, but that's also, I think it's also really prevalent in like Asian countries, because I know the Japanese and Korean and even some Chinese users as well, when they make the skin CC, even the makeup, they have whitening one, like the whitening for the skin, mostly for the idols they have. And I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, look at him already. He kind of like, I was digging his fashion. He rolled interestingly as well, but I think he was already like, I kind of like this already. And me picking out shoes is so hard. This is like one of the hardest things because I get cold easily. So I don't like feeling a breeze on my ankles. But yeah, look at Ed. He's so cute. Oh, there we go. There we go. Me picking out his different hairstyles. And I'm like, let's keep it natural. But I was like, oh, we could keep it natural, but also we need to figure out the colors. And then I was remembering I was kind of like the shaved head look for the last sim. And I was like, we can do that. So I did. I flipped them. I was like, I'm not doing green hair. I flipped them. I put them for ivory and all that. But yeah, this is it, guys. Enjoy. And it's been a lot of fun working on these. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys next time. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And here's my usual. We're continuing on past the ending thing with saying that UDC will be back soon. I finally finished up on what I needed to do for it. Yay! All right. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much. Bye bye.